exactly 9:14 a.m. your entire life changes. Not slowly, not over time. Instantly. You refresh your banking app once, twice, 3 times. Your hands start shaking because the number on your screen doesn't make sense. $100 million. You close the app, open it again, still there. You stare at it, trying to understand what just happened. A few seconds ago, you were normal, average, worried about bills, thinking about work, checking prices before buying things. And now, you're rich. Not just comfortable, not just successful, rich enough to buy almost everything you've ever wanted. The house, the cars, the vacations, the watches, freedom, complete freedom. For the first time in your life, money is no longer a problem. And it feels unbelievable. Your mind starts racing. You can quit your job today. You can block your boss. You can disappear. You can finally live the life you used to daydream about. And for a moment, it feels like every problem you've ever had has been solved. But then, your phone rings. It's your brother, then your cousin, then an old friend you haven't spoken to in years. Then another, and another, and another. News spreads fast, too fast. People start texting, calling, congratulating you, smiling, praising you, and suddenly, everyone remembers your name. People who ignored you now care about you. People who never checked on you now miss you. People you barely know suddenly need your help. And that's when something strange begins. Something nobody warns you about. Your money changed overnight. But your mind didn't. You still think like the person you were yesterday. Which means, you're about to make the same emotional decisions with much bigger consequences. At first, it feels harmless. You buy a new car. Why not? You earned this. Then a better apartment. Then designer clothes. Then expensive dinners. Then first-class flights. Then luxury hotels. Then things you never even cared about before. And every purchase feels exciting. For a while. But slowly, your brain adapts. What felt luxurious starts feeling normal. The excitement fades. And now you need more. Bigger purchases. More expensive experiences. More upgrades. Because the feeling you're chasing doesn't last. This is called lifestyle inflation. And it destroys more rich people than bad luck ever could. Because once your standard of living rises, going backward feels impossible. You can't go back to economy class. You can't go back to cheap meals. You can't go back to saying no. Your old life starts to feel uncomfortable. And your new life starts getting expensive. Very expensive. But money isn't disappearing fast enough for you to notice. Not yet. Then comes the second problem. People, family, friends, strangers, everyone has an emergency. Everyone has a dream. Can I borrow some money? Can you invest in my business? Can you help me just this once? And saying no starts feeling cruel. Because how do you refuse when you have so much? So you say yes. At first, you help your parents, your siblings, your closest friends. Then more people ask. And more. And more. Until generosity turns into pressure. And pressure turns into guilt. You start wondering, do they love me or do they love my money? And the worst part? You don't know anymore. Trust becomes harder. Relationships feel different. You become suspicious, careful, lonely, rich but strangely alone. And then comes the final trap. The most dangerous one. Confidence. Suddenly you feel smarter, stronger, untouchable. You start believing you can't lose, so you invest. A friend's startup, crypto, luxury real estate, a restaurant, a guaranteed opportunity. Because rich people invest, right? But there's one difference. Old money invests with patience. New money invests with emotion. And emotion is expensive. Very expensive. One bad decision. One bad deal. One wrong person. And millions disappear. Quietly, silently. Without warning. And for the first time, you feel fear. Real fear. Because now you understand something terrifying. You can lose this. All of it. Everything. The freedom. The comfort. The identity. And suddenly, the money that was supposed to make you feel safe becomes the very thing keeping you awake at night. That's the truth nobody talks about. Money doesn't remove pressure. It changes the kind of pressure you feel. It magnifies who you already are. If you're impulsive, you become dangerously impulsive. If you're insecure, you become more insecure. If you're wise, you become powerful. Money doesn't change you, it reveals you. And that's why many people who suddenly become rich don't lose their money because they're stupid. They lose it because they never learned how to think differently. Because becoming rich overnight is easy. Staying rich is the hard part.